we will see what is CMOS logic and how we can design logic gates using CMOS logic. We have studied till this point that there are 7 logic gates: AND or NOT, NAND NOR, XOR, XNOR. Now we will see how to design the same thing using CMOS logic. So the term CMOS stands for complementary metal oxide semiconductor. It is the most popular technology of the IC design and it has various of applications. Okay, for example, in today's CPUs, mobile phones, memories, everywhere we are using the technique that is CMOS technique. Now first of all we will understand why it is known as CMOS. Complementary. Actually it is a combination of NMOS and PMOS and it is the most popular MOSFET technology. We all know that MOSFET is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, so it is one of the most important variant of MOSFET known as CMOS, and it is having variety of applications just like microcontroller chip, memories, RAM, ROM, EEPROM, ASICs, etc. Okay, so let's understand why we are using CMOS, because basically it dissipates very less power. This is the main advantage of CMOS logic. That is why it is preferred over the bipolar technology. Okay, and power is only dissipated when it actually switches. Basically it contains of switches, but the power will dissipate only in the case when it will actually switch from one mode to another mode, and it has a very better means very good performance, better than BJT. And because as we have seen that it is a combination of PMOS and NMOS, so NMOS is built on P-type substrate and it is having N-type source and drain. Okay, it is having 3 terminal: gate, drain and source. In NMOS the majority of carriers are electrons. When high voltage is applied to the gate, this is the gate, when high voltage is applied to the gate, then only NMOS will conduct. Similarly, when the gate voltage is low, it will not conduct. So it means that NMOS will conduct only if when the value of gate voltage is equal to 1. And PMOS consists of P-type source and drain diffused on a N-type substrate. And here the majority of carriers are holes. When a high voltage is applied to gate, it will not conduct. When a low voltage is applied, it will conduct. Okay, so NMOS is considered as faster than PMOS. Why? Because it has electrons that travel twice as fast as the holes. Okay, so it is a CMOS structure, because to designing any logic gate using CMOS technology, it is mandatory, it is necessary to understand the basic concept behind the CMOS logic. So it consists of PMOS plus NMOS. PMOS and NMOS both are complementary fashion, that when NMOS will work when the gate voltage is equal to 1, and whereas PMOS will work when the gate voltage is equal to 0. Okay, so first of all we will see what is the NOT gate using CMOS logic. In CMOS technology, both N-type and P-type transistors are used to design logic functions. The same signal which triggers the BJT on is used to turn it off of the other type. So when you are connecting PMOS with NMOS, see it is a symbol for PMOS which is having bubble, and otherwise it is known as NMOS. Whenever you are applying a input, for example I am applying a input A equal to 0. Now this 0 will transfer over here also and transfer over here also. As we know that 0 will make the PMOS on. So this is on. Now it is connected with the VDD, that is 5 volts, and it is connected with ground, that is 0. So the output will be high. Output will be high means output will be 1. It means that whenever I am applying A equal to 0, I am getting output equal to 1. Now let's take A equal to 1. Now the same 1 is given to this point and this point. But we know that NMOS will work when voltage is 1. Gate voltage is 1. So it will make it on and Q1 as off. Now Q2 is on and this is connected to further ground, means it is 0. That's why output is low, that is 0. So summary is, whenever you are giving A equal to 1, you are getting output equal to 0, and whenever you are giving A equal to 0, you are getting output high, that is equal to 1. So it will act as a CMOS inverter. Okay, I hope it is clear. It is known as CMOS inverter because the function of inverter or function of a NOT gate is whenever input is 0, output is high, and whenever input is high, output is low. The same process is using the switches PMOS and NMOS. PMOS works for 0 voltage and NMOS works for gate voltage is equal to 1. Okay, let's move further with CMOS NAND gate. Now it is CMOS NAND gate. Now you can see that CMOS NAND gate will act as a NAND gate using CMOS logic. And now arrangement is in such a way that two series NMOS transistors are connected with ground, and two parallel PMOS transistors are connected with 5 voltage. VDD. When I say VDD, it means 5 volt. When I say ground, it means 0 volt. And as I have told you earlier also, that in digital electronics, 5 volt means 1 and 0 volt means 0. Okay. Now see, whenever A equal to 0 and B equal to 0. Now A is 0, B is 0. Now what will happen? When A is 0 and B is 0, this Q3, because 0 is there, 0 at this point and 0 at this point, it will make Q1 open, Q1 on, but Q3 off. Similarly, when B is 0, it means Q2 is on, but Q4 is off. So these two are on and these two are off. So this path is closed. So output VDD is initiated, so output will be high. Means when it is 0, 0, you are getting high output. Now case number 2, when A equal to 0 and B equal to 1. Now A is equal to 0, it means it is on. A equal to 0 means it is off. B equal to 1 is, this is Q2 is off and Q4 is on. Because it is in series, both are not on, so it will not completed. It will be gone through this part only. So it is VDD triggers it, so output is high. Now come to the third case, that is 1, 0. Now Q1 is 1, A is 1 and B is 0. A is 1, B is 0. 1 means Q1 is off because it is PMOS, it requires 0 to be on. Q2 is 0, it is on. Yes, it is on. Now Q3 is 1 because A is 1, so it is on. And Q4 is off. Why? Because it is 0, it should be 1. So out of Q1 and Q2, my Q2 is on. Okay, so the path is this VDD triggers it and output will be high. Now the last case, when A equal to 1 and B equal to 1. Now both are 1, it means that this upper portion will not work. Why it will not work? Because it is PMOS and PMOS requires gate voltage equal to 0. But you are giving 1. So it will not work. So what will work? The lower portion, that is Q3 and Q4 is on and series part is completed. It is connected to ground, so the output is low. So this is the function of NAND gate using CMOS logic. It is exactly the same thing that we are doing in case of logic gates. Okay, so it's all about the CMOS NAND gate. Now next is AND gate using CMOS logic. So AND gate can be designed just putting a NOT gate ahead of this thing. So what you will do, NAND plus NOT equal to AND. So you will see this is NOT, this is NAND. So NAND plus NOT, I am just combining two things and it is your AND. Because here till this point it is NAND and after it is acting as an inverter. So whatsoever the value, the complemented form is there, that is known as the AND gate. So it's all about the AND gate. So till this point we have seen NAND gate, AND gate as well as NOT gate. Let's proceed to next one. It is NOR gate using CMOS logic. This 2-input NOR gate is shown here. Here the NMOS transistors are in parallel. These NMOS are in parallel to pull the output to low. Okay, because it is connected to ground. And PMOS transistors are in series to pull the output to high. Okay, when the both inputs are low. Let us see what will happen as will the truth table. So truth table says A is 0 and B is 0. So here it is 0 because PMOS is getting 0. So yes, it is on. Q1 is on. And let's see Q2. Yes, Q2 is also on. and because these are connected with VDD, it is 5 volt, output is high, that's why it is 1. And here you will see both Q3 and Q4 is off. Why? Because these are NMOS, and for NMOS to be on, it requires 1, but you are giving 0 only. So this path is there, is equal to high and equal to 1. Now second case 0, 1. Now Q1 is on, but Q2 is off. Why Q2 is off? Because here it is 1, but it is PMOS, it requires 0 to be on. Then Q3 and Q4, because A is 0, so Q3 will off. B is 1, that's why it is, what will happen? Because it is, B is 1, so it will become a on. So this is the thing. Now you are taking 1 and 0. This is 1 and it is 0. If it is 1, it means it is not working. When it is 0, it means it is a working. So your Q2 is on and Q1 is off. Now A is 1 means Q3 is on and Q4 is connected with B and B is 0, so Q4 is off. So simple thing is there, out of these Q3 and Q4, this one is on, so it is going to this path grounded, so it is 0, that is low. Okay, for 0 1 or 1 0, for 0 1 Q1 1 on, but Q2 was off, that's why the series part was not completed, it is 0, means low. When 1 0 is there, again series is not completed, so parallel path 1, either of the two things are working, so it is going towards the ground, it is low. Now 1 1, now Q1 is 1, it will not work, and Q2 B is 1, it will not work, means this path is not working, but yes, my NMOS will work when it is 1. So both Q3 and Q4 are working, it is connected to ground, that's why it is low. So it says that when A equal to 0 and B equal to 0, only in that case output is high, otherwise in all other cases output is low, because Q1 and Q2 both are in series and it is connected to 5 volts, so output will be high only in the case when the both are on. But for both to be on, it should be equal to 0, which is only in the first case. Otherwise in all other cases it is equal to L, producing the output equal to low, because this series path is not completed. So it is NOR logic gate. Now OR, just like NAND and it is NOR OR. Means whenever I am connecting a NOT gate ahead of NOR gate, it will become OR gate. So this is the part of OR logic gate, means till this point we are getting NOR, and whenever a NOT gate is ahead of this thing, NOR complement becoming OR. So this is OR. So this is all about the logic gates designing using CMOS logic. Just understand the basic concepts. Just for summarizing, CMOS is complementary metal oxide semiconductor. Why it is known as complementary? Because it has two portions, PMOS and NMOS. Both switches are in complementary fashion. Means PMOS will work when it receives 0 volt at its gate, and NMOS will work when it receives 1 volt at its gate. Okay, so I hope logic gates designing and functioning is clear to you. Thank you so much.